Odilo TV here, back with another stream for you guys. Yeah, you guys, hit that like, subscribe, bell icon so y'all can be notified of this real because y'all know Odilo keeps it real. Salute, 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 salute to the playback gang. Salute to everybody who comes in the chat. Salute to the old and new subscribers. Appreciate all you guys. Let's get into this one, right? Because I just was looking around and I'm like, the WBC just protected the hell out of William Zepeda, right? By making him the interim champion. Because if you guys don't know, by their rules, right? By their rules, um, William Zepeda cannot be, he cannot be, forced into a fight, right, with Shakur Stevenson. So my question is, right, to all the Shakur Stevenson fans, right? Because I'm a Shakur Stevenson fan too, right? Who is he going to fight next? Who is this man going to fight next? Plus, nobody is noticing that William Zepeda is about to come back to the ring, right? Like a month after Shakur Stevenson. But he just had a hand injury, right? And he just got out of the Shakur Stevenson fight because he had a hand injury. So they couldn't have just moved Shakur Stevenson to March, right? To March 29th. And him and Zepeda, they still fight, right? Because William Zepeda, he still won the fight. Right? It was a close fight, but he still won. Right? So my question is, who is Shakur Stevenson going to fight next? And should he, think about moving up sooner than later? Right? And the reason that I'm asking this question, because I'm just looking at the landscape for him, right? You have to look at the landscape for a person. It's like William Zepeda doesn't have to fight him, right? As a matter of fact, let me put up these rankings. I already got them loaded up. See, as you guys see, WBC interim world lightweight champion. So he doesn't have to fight Shakur Stevenson now, right? We know last year, right? We already know last year that he was kind of forced to fight Shakur Stevenson, even though he ducked that fight, right? He ducked the fight. He was forced to fight Shakur Stevenson because he was the number one and he was the mandatory, right? He was in that mandatory position. But since he's the WBC interim champion, right, it's at the WBC's discretion on um, should they unify the titles, right, to just make one title. And we already know what Mauricio Suleiman is going to do, right? He's going to try to milk out, right, William Zepeda. Man, because because William Zepeda, his Hispanic fan base is growing, right? You don't want to get him beat right now. Right? His next fight is going to be in Cancun, Mexico. They trying to build him up. That's obvious. Even though he's a secondary champion. And putting him in the ring with a Shakur Stevenson is very dangerous. Right? You can get him beat. So my thing was, like, the WBC, they protected this man by making that fight, right? By making that fight with Tevin Farmer and William Zepeda a WBC intern fight. They didn't have to make that fight a WBC intern fight, right? They could have made that, they could have made that fight to be the mandatory challenger for Shakur Stevenson. No, but they didn't make it a mandatory fight for Shakur Stevenson, right? Man. So Mauricio Suleiman, right? We already know that that he has a thing for Oscar De La Hoya fighters, right? Okay, no, I'm on the wrong thing. Okay, look. Oh, okay, look. Okay, now who is he gonna fight next? Is is Eddie Hearn gonna put him in the ring with Cruz? I don't think so. Right? Like, is Frank Martin available? Right? Because that's the next great. I mean, like the next big name right there. Right? Or is he gonna fight Cordina still, or is he gonna fight this guy right here, Herrera? Right? Because this guy been calling him out lately. This guy Herrera, even though he dropped down, right? Like, I mean, like he dropped down 2 spaces after his last fight, right? Because he didn't look that good, even though he got a stoppage, but he didn't look that good his last fight. But yeah, like, you feel what I'm saying? So I'm just asking these questions, man. Or should Shakur Stevenson move up, right? Or should he move up, right? Because he got Alberto right there. He got Sandor Martin. He got Cruz. He got Catterall, right? He got Matias. He got El Rayo. Come on, he got Leary, Ramirez, right? He got Delgado. Come on, Smith. Come on, man. Like, it's more competition. I don't know, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, man. Because it just seems like that that Shakur Stevenson, he's in a crazy position right now, right? He's in that Terrence Crawford like type position, right? He's in that Terrence Crawford type position right now. Frank Martin is supposed to be going up to 140. Yeah, see, that's what I thought too, Mr. T. Salute to you too. That's what I thought too. Like, you know what I'm saying? I thought that Frank Martin, he was supposed to be going up to 140. So it's like, who the hell is Shakur gonna fight next? He not fighting Tank next, right? He not fighting. He not fighting Keyshawn. He not fighting Loma, right? William Zepeda is his best bet, but we see what the WBC just did for him, right? They made that fight an interim fight, so they don't have to, like, so so he won't be the mandatory anymore, right? And as a matter of fact, let me stop this screen. Let me put this up here, the rules, right? Because I looked up the rules too. Right, look, because I looked up the rules, and this is page 17 on the WBC boxing rules. Right, like, and it said, in its sole discretion, right? I'm reading paragraph 2, like, of 322. Man, it said, in its sole discretion, the WBC shall sequentially determine a timing in terms of any bout between a champion and interim champion to determine a sole champion in the division, provided, however, that an interim champion shall never be deemed a mandatory challenger, right? An interim champion shall never be deemed a mandatory challenger or entitled to a greater share or proceeds of any purse offered beyond that of a challenger. Right? So what the WBC just did, right? They just pulled a quick one. They just pulled a quick one. Like, okay, so what we gonna do to get you out of this fight, William Zepeda? Right? Like, man, we gonna make this fight a WBC interim title, right? Like, he barely squeaked it out, right? Man, he won. Okay, so now you're the interim title, holder, right? If he wins this rematch, then he don't have to fight Shakur Stevenson. He don't have to fight Shakur Stevenson. He don't have to fight Shakur Stevenson. He don't. Right? So while Shakur, he waiting around and all this, like, bro, he don't have to fight you, bro. He don't have to fight you. By their rules, he don't have to fight you. Come on. Come on, you guys. Now, that's why they put the belt right there. Why? Because they like, okay. Man, but Oscar De La Hoya probably went to him, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Now you got to get me up out of this fight. So what happened? Man, like after the fight, now he said he had a hand injury, right? Shakur, he had a hand injury like a month before him, right? Shakur had a hand injury in October. He had a hand injury in November. Why they still can't fight in 2025? Come on. They should be fighting in March. March 29th, it should be Shakur Stevenson versus William Zepeda. Right? In Cancun, Mexico, or whatever they want to take it. Right? No, but they making him the A side, right? Man, because he the A side over Tevin Farmer. Period. Point blank. He's the A side. They fighting in his country. They fighting in Cancun, Mexico. Come on. Salute Jonathan. Salute Joseph. Salute. Okay, what you say? Oscar don't want that fight. Oh yeah, like you feel what I'm saying? Like, and they went to the WBC, so the WBC can help them, right? Protect them to get them up out of the fight, right? By making him the interim champion. Man, so now they got the order, right? So now they got the order that both of the belts be, that they be consolidated. You feel what I'm saying? So they can turn it to one belt. Now they got the order that. And we know that they ain't gonna order that no time soon because they want William Zepeda to run around like he's a real champion. They want him to run around like he's a real champion because casual boxing fans, they don't know they don't really know the difference. Come on. Especially probably in Mexico, right? They probably ain't, they paying attention to American boxing, but probably not like that. Come on. They gonna make him a star out there in Mexico. He's gonna be running up the numbers, and bro, it's diabolical work, right? Man, it didn't just leave Shakur without nobody to fight, because it's like, who's Shakur gonna fight? Right, man. And then everybody, oh man, he don't build, man, he don't be fighting nobody, man. It's like, who you expect this man to fight if nobody want to fight him? It's every opportunity to fight the man. He's the champion, right? It's every opportunity. He's another champion. So it's right, man. So you can't say that he don't got nothing. No, he got another belt, right? If you want to be, become unified champion, you should fight him. So my question is to you guys, what should Shakur do, bro? Look, because it's like, man, like it's looking real shady out here. Like, how the hell you gonna go? Yeah, like you feel what I'm saying? Like, like it's diabolical work, Dragon. Diabolical work how to, bro. But how the WBC, right, man? Because I was thinking, right? I'm just thinking, I'm like, because I'm looking up the rankings, I'm like, how the hell did he become interim champion? Right, and then I looked up the rules. I said the WBC just pulled a slick one. Right? They just pulled a slick one. A real quick one, bro. Like to get him up out of that situation. Right? Man. So after this next fight, all he got to do is say he got another injury or say something, say something about family. He gonna take a vacation away from boxing. Anything. He can say anything. Right? And they gonna grant it. The WBC, they're going to grant his, his wishes, and he can do whatever he want to do. He going to leave, and then Shakur just going to be waiting around, right? Man, but even though it got Cruz right there as his number one, but we already know that Eddie Hearn ain't going to put him in the ring with Cruz because Eddie Hearn want Cruz to go after Keyshawn. Right? Because he think he got a better shot of beating Keyshawn because he beat him in the amateurs a couple times. Right? The dude Herrera, yeah, he called him out, but it's like, bro, like you dropping. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like you just was number 8. Now you dropped down to number 10. You going backwards. Who for Oxford, he did the same thing with Ryan and Devin mandatory for 2 years. Oh yeah, man, like you feel what I'm saying? Like, this is crazy, bro. I just really just caught on to it, like you feel what I'm saying. I wanted to just, just put everybody up on game, like if they don't know about it, man, because it's like, right, because he just ordered him as a mandatory in August, right? They got up out of that fight, they ducked up out of that fight, right? He circled back around. They make the fight with Tevin Farmer an interim fight. And it's like, oh, okay, I see why you made it an interim fight, because you got him up out of that other fight. You got him up out of the Shakur fight. So now he's not really obligated to fight Shakur, right? Because he can never be deemed as the mandatory. Right? Come on, bro. Like, it's diabolical work how like how the corruption just be going on, and you just be, it's like, wow. So who should Shakur fight, you guys? Let me put this back up here, man, before I get on up out of here, man, because I'm not going to be on here too long. I got to make a run. But, okay, now who do y'all think this man should fight? Look, because it got Shakur Stevenson, Williams Zepeda, Cruz, Farmer, Nunes, Nokies, Martin. I think Martin going up to 140. It got Cordina, he number 6. So if Martin going up to 1, right? So if Martin leaving, then Cordina should go up 1. He should be top 5 then. Mason, I can't even say his name, but Ranchik, Herrera. That's the top 10. I'm not even looking at top 15. Right? Or do you think Shakur, he should just say, hey, right, like my run at 135 is over, right? Don't nobody want to fight me. I want to exercise my right to move up to 140 and take on the challenger. I'm going to take on the champion. Right? I want to exercise my right to move up to 140 and take on the champion, Alberto. Shit, I don't even know how to say his name. Like Puelo. Right? Because like, can't he do that? Turkey will talk. Shakur will get a good fight. Turkey when he talks. Yeah, like that's true. That's true. Like, man, but you got to understand, like, the Oscar them, man, the Oscar them, like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, they not trying to put everything with Turkey. I know Oscar. Oscar is not trying to do that, right? But what's the name? He not trying to. I mean, like, none of these promoters, right? They not trying to give Turkey everything. They gonna give him, something, but they still got to make their own moves, right? Because they know, man, like if we just depend on him, right, then he could take. Right, then he can literally just super take over, right, man? Because we not promoting nothing on our own platforms, by ourselves and all that. So I think that they gonna always gonna. I mean, like like as long as Turkey he around, but like they got to make their own moves. They can't give, these promoters is, bro, like these people are not dumb, bro. Like they all crooks, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like they know what's going on, man. A crook know another crook. Yeah, man. But fight Cruz. That's what you're saying, Jonathan. Fight Cruz. He need to fight Cruz. But pick him off real quick. Man, do you think that Eddie Hearn will put him in the ring with Cruz? Do you think that Eddie Hearn will put him in the ring with Cruz? Right? Man, because Eddie Hearn want Cruz to go after, because he just said it the other day. I think he just said it today or the other day, right? He just said, that Keyshawn, right? It's time for him to stop ducking because, shit. As a matter of fact, I took some screenshots. Hold on, because he said that Cruz is, because he said that Cruz is number 1 in the WBC, number 3 in the WBA. And he number 9 in the WBO. Yeah, man, he number 9 in the WBO. Right? So he number 9 in Keyshawn Davis, right, like ranking system. man. But Eddie Hearn though, like he pushing for that fight though, right? Because he feel like, you know, like I would feel the same way. You feel what I'm saying? Like he beat him in the amateurs a couple times, right? He probably can, you know, he probably can duplicate that again in the pros, man. But we all know that the pros is different, you know. So, but yeah, Cruz are moving to 140. Yeah, see, now that's what it's looking like, man. Like it's looking like that he's gonna have to move up to 140 sooner than he think, man. Like, and I hope that people, man, but pass on this video to Shakur, right? Like, pass it on and be like, bro, I don't know, bro. Like, you better look at this big picture, bro, of what's going on, right? You see that everybody is fading away from you, right? Everybody ducking, 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 ducking you, bro. They leaving you on this island by yourself, right? They leaving you, um, yeah, like they just leaving you on that island by yourself, man, because these guys they still want to fight Tank, right? Like we just heard what Lomachenko said the other day, right? That you basically you not entertaining and you know, man, that he want to fight Tank. So come on, bro. You're gonna have to make a quick decision. It's gonna have to be quick, man, because you're gonna be sitting around the rest of this year. You know, like I know the Turkey, he can offer a lot of money. You feel what I'm saying? But bro, like it's up to these fighters if they're gonna take these risks, man. Like, and I think that Oscar De La Hoya he has a plan for Williams Zepeda, right? Because Williams Zepeda he already headlined a card in Cancun, Mexico, right? Cruz is ranked number 3. Yeah, well, no, he ranked number 3 in the WBA. I'm trying to get to these damn pictures. Because Eddie Hearn, he just called him out. I was looking at a Boxing News 24 article, and Eddie Hearn, he was like, man, like you know, that Keyshawn Davis, man, it's time for him to step up, man, and fight, and fight what's the name, and fight Cruz, man, it's time for him to step up, man. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, yeah, like the article that I read, it said Hearn demands Keyshawn Davis faces Cruz, no other option for WBA. I mean, for WBO lightweight championship, and then no, yeah, man, and then he said that he's ranked right. He said he ranked number 3, he ranked number 1, he ranked number 9, he ranked right, man. I mean, like he basically ranked, you know, top 10 in every ranking system. So right, yeah, like Isaac Cruz is a good fight too. Yeah, man. I mean, but he ducked too though, right? But he already ducked, so it's like twice. Damn, Loma he didn't got up out of there. Right. It's the same plan every build up the fighter, then take a caliber risk where losing isn't a big of a deal. Oscar. Oh, okay. Yeah, see, now that's what he's trying to do right now, though, right, man? Because Williams and Peter, he, you know, like, man, his fan base is growing, bro. His fan base is growing, right? And let's say that he just be walking around with that belt, right? And then people they don't know if it's a secondary belt or a real belt. They don't really care, right? He got a belt. He a champion. So, bro, like, you know, like I'm just seeing the writing on the wall, and it's like, bro, like Shakur better make some quick decisions, quick, right, man? Because they leaving you on an island by yourself, and you should already know. I mean, well, from my opinion, you know, like from my opinion, I don't think that Eddie Hearn is going to try to set up that fight with him and with him and Cruz, unless Shakur he demanded or something like that, because right, But Shakur, he don't demand it. Man, but I think the fight with him and Keyshawn do better, right? Cruz and Keyshawn do better because it's a rivalry there, right? They got history, right? So I think that fight will do better. But man, he ranked higher with Shakur. So it's like, hey, we gonna see what Eddie gonna do too, right? Man, because he can, he can feed Cruz to him too. So we gonna see. We're gonna see. Like Eddie just talking, he not anywhere near Keyshawn Bell fight Shakur to start a bullshit WBO as a mandatory coming up. Yeah, see, that's why I was looking. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, I don't think. Man, but I don't think that he's probably using that as a deflection tactic, right? Like Eddie Hearn, he's probably using Keyshawn as a deflection tactic. Like, yeah, man, we're going after Keyshawn. No, you ranked high in the WBC, right? You feel what I'm saying? Like, you ranked number 1 in the WBC, so you should be going after Shakur, right? Man, but like in your head, you right, you probably like, damn, that's not a favorable, like, that's not a good fight for Cruz right now. Come on. So I don't know, bro. Like, it's up to Eddie. Right, like Eddie Hunt, in his own words, said he won't wait. Eddie Cruz look regular in the pros. Did Eddie? Last fight, I know he struggled one. Oh yeah. Pushing Cruz to go to WBA since he's number 3. Yeah, like going after Tank. Right, he'd be going after Tank too. Man, no, but he I think he number 3 or number 5 in the IBF too, so he can go after Loma too. Right, he could go after all these guys. If he was top 3 in the WBO, he could probably put in for a mandatory. Right, he could probably put in for a mandatory. Man, if he was top 3, well, he could put in for a mandatory. If he was top 3, right, in the WBO, I don't know about no other sanctioning bodies what he can do, but I know he probably can, right? Man, he can push for that fight with Shakur. He can push for that fight with Shakur. You rank number 1. You can get you a belt, right? If you beat Shakur, hey, bro. Hey, you got to take on the bro. You feel what I'm saying? You probably can't take on Keyshawn. You got to take on his big bro. Salute here for boxing. Salute. Should be pushing. Oh yeah, I already read that one. Yep. Yeah, like classic Eddie. Yeah, man. Now he using that deflection tactic. Now that's what it seems like now, right? Right, man. Because he know that Cruz is right there, and he like, nah, man. He going after Keyshawn. Nah, man. He going. No, Eddie, no. He's right there, number 1. He can call out Shakur Stevenson, right? He can call out Shakur. He can push for his mandatory. He can, he can write a letter to the to the WBC, and he can ask them, to make him the mandatory. Don't try to put it on Keyshawn, Eddie. But, bro, like, man, like, like as soon as I seen it, I said, man, like, I don't see Eddie Hearn doing that. I said, I don't see Eddie Hearn putting Cruz in the ring with Shakur. It's like, no. Right? Because that's going to mess off his, his fight with Keyshawn. So we know how it is, man. But Williams Zepeda, though, bro, like, he got smooth protected, bro. Like, he got ordered as a mandatory. They were like, okay, man, like, you just get up out of that, then we going, man, then we going to make you interim champion. Man, so you don't even have to worry about a mandatory. Don't worry about that, man. And we're going to get you out of this whole situation. You're going to be running around with a belt like you a real champion. Don't even trip. That's exactly what they did. Oh, okay, like Loma, he already got a fight with the IBF. Okay. Could push for the Peter fight too. Yep, yeah. Yep. Yep. Uh-huh. But they not obligated to take on mandatories though. They not obligated to take on a mandatory either. Like, you feel what I'm saying? They not obligated to, but he probably could push for that fight though. Right? Like Cruz, he probably could push for that man, now you right about that, man. He probably could push for that fight with Zepeda. Right? So Cruz will probably get it before Shakur. Oh yeah, like Stevenson versus Cruz. Yeah, but it's gonna be a very technical fight. Right, like, and you already know what people gonna say. Come on, man. Like, people, oh boo, it's a boring fight. Oh boo, man, because it's gonna be a technical fight, man. Because they both good boxers, right? And I mean, both of them are not gonna be trying to make a mistake. So it's gonna be a chess match, and you know the crowd. Oh man, come on, man. Like, and you already know the Shakur haters. They gonna really go in on it. See. This is why Tank and Loma don't want to fight him. Y'all heard the crowd? Come on, bro. But yeah, man, he's stuck between, bro, man. It's getting shady out here for Shakur, man. We got to be honest, you guys. It's getting shady out here for Shakur at 135. And I've been told him this. I I swear to God, I've been told Shakur this. I said, bro, you better get what you can get at 135 and get the hell up out of there. Man, because you're going to be wasting your time. You're going to be wasting your time, bro. So the best thing for you to do is to go up to one, right? Like, like try to get one more fight at 135 and get the hell up out of there, man, and go up to 140, man, where you know that people are not going to be, frightened of you. They feel like they got more power than you. They feel like, and they will take on the challenge more. Right? That's what it's coming down to, bro. That's what it's coming down to with you, man. Or unless you're just gonna be sitting around, just man, but fighting prospects, right? Like Herrera, and fighting guys like that. You can do that too. You can do that too, but you already know what comes with that. You getting roasted. You already know what comes with that, bro. So it's up to you, man. And I'm gonna leave it right there, you guys. Y'all leave y'all comments in the comment section. You feel what I'm saying, to the replay game. This is Odilo TV. I appreciate every last one of y'all coming on through. I got to make a move though, you guys. Subscribe, hit that like, comment. Until next time, have a blessed night. Peace.